Welcome, seekers of wisdom, to Atman Awakening. Today we dive deep into Chapter 1, verses 8 to 13, Part 2 of the Bhagavad Gita. For those eager to absorb more, feel free to increase playback speed to 1.5x. In our previous discussion, we witnessed Duryodhana's overconfidence in the face of impending war. Now, let's turn our attention to the grand old man of the Kuru dynasty, the glorious Bheeshma, and the profound dilemma he faced. To understand Bheeshma's situation better, we must first know who he was. Both the Kauravas and Pandavas were Bheeshma's grandchildren. As the oldest member of the Kuru family, he cared deeply about their welfare. He felt compassion for the Pandavas but was bound by his duty to the throne of Hastinapur. Therefore, he reluctantly led the Kaurava army against them. Bheeshma knew that Duryodhana had little chance of victory with Supreme Lord Krishna on the opposing side. Here, Krishna's presence on the Pandava side was not just symbolic. As the embodiment of divine wisdom and justice, his support indicated that the cosmic order favored the Pandavas' cause. This meant that Dharma, or righteousness, was on their side, and no power could make adharma, or unrighteousness, win. Yet Bheeshma had vowed to protect the kingdom of Hastinapur and its people. Despite knowing the Kauravas' wrongdoings, he led their army to fulfill his responsibilities. This decision highlights Bheeshma's strong character and complex personality. Coming to the present scenario, to satisfy the boastfulness of Duryodhana, the grand old man of the Kuru dynasty, the glorious Bheeshma roared like a lion and blew his conch shell loudly. In ancient times, blowing the conch shell signaled the start of the war. This also showed Duryodhana that Bheeshma was ready to lead the Kaurava army and would fight with full dedication. Duryodhana, echoing Bheeshma's call with joy and pride, urged all the Kaurava generals to stay close to grandsire Bheeshma and give him full support while defending their positions in the military formation. He saw Bheeshma's invincibility as a strength and inspiration for his army. Reflecting on these scenarios, we can draw important lessons. Atman, awakening, understanding, the complexity of Dharma and the pitfalls of rigid promises. Bheeshma's strong commitment to his vow, while traditionally seen as noble, raises important questions about what true Dharma and ethical decision-making really mean. His actions reveal the potential dangers of adhering too rigidly to promises without considering their broader implications. While Bheeshma recognized the righteousness of the Pandavas and the unrighteousness of the Kauravas, he still chose to lead the Kaurava army. This decision, though rooted in his commitment to serve Hastinapur, ended up supporting an unjust cause. It highlights how even well-intentioned vows can lead us away from our higher ethical duties. Bheeshma's inner conflict shows that Dharma isn't always clear, especially for those in positions of power and influence. By putting his personal vow above the greater good, Bheeshma misunderstood the true nature of Dharma. True righteousness may sometimes require us to reassess and even break previous commitments when they conflict with higher moral principles. Bheeshma's situation serves as a warning. It reminds us that blindly sticking to promises, even with good intentions, can sometimes cause harm. His story teaches that true Dharma involves thinking about the results of our actions and being ready to change our understanding of duty as things change. These reflections on Bheeshma's choices help us understand the complex moral challenges of the upcoming battle. We see the stage is set, the warriors are ready, and the battle of Kurukshetra is about to begin. Bheeshma, aware that the Krishna-backed Pandavas are likely to win, still sounds his conch to boost morale. This initiates a cacophony of war instruments from the Kaurava army. Meanwhile, the Pandavas, guided by Krishna's wisdom, prepare to respond. What will their response be? Let's explore this in the next verses. Stay tuned. Subscribe now to find out what happens next. Thank you for your interest in the Gita. Be blessed.